Hi, today the lecture I'm going to cover something called silkscreen. So these are actually a silkscreen decal that you can print it on the surface and then you slide it off and you put it on here and you fire them, okay? But these are commercial decal. Now I'm going to teach you how to make your own decal. And so for the commercial decals, they usually put something like laser water slide printer. Basically, if you put it into the water, this thing will slide off. That means for using a water slide decal paper, number one, you need to print the ceramic material on top. Okay, and then they seal them, and once you have a glazeware has to be glazed nice and shiny because it's a water slide. If not nice and shiny, they won't slide on the surface. Okay, so once this is on the surface, because if you notice, they actually have a little fume to it. I can put it in, but what happened is they will dissolve. Okay, so again, we're gonna go there, and then so again, if you're gonna use a water decal slides, which we don't have it here, but you have to make sure that your ceramic is glazed. Then before you put it on, after you put it on, you still need to fire the kiln one more time. Maybe around 1200 Fahrenheit, almost like a luster firing. Okay, so this is called water slide decal paper. Again, you can print your image on the decal paper. We don't have that. We don't have that. The surface. I mean the image right here. So I'm gonna put it right here. Can you see? I'm gonna slide this out. Yeah, no good, no good. So I'm gonna do it like that. So again. Sometimes because they didn't quite release. That is a very bad demo, but that's okay. Since we don't have it. It's not sliding. Right here. Oh, I know, I grab hold tight. So I said, let's go, water slide. But again, this need to fire one more time after glaze. Okay? All right, so we don't wanna use this because I don't have it. I don't have a technology to do that, but I do have a technology to do a silkscreen. Now, most of the time, people will buy, if you don't use a decal, you actually can go on the website and buy these type of silkscreen. Okay? So in this image, I commercially bought. So basically, this is rice paper. They make a screen. They make a silkscreen, the big piece of a silkscreen like this, and they screen it. And once they screen it, they run through the ceramic material, which is in this case could be underglaze, and then they will do it like this and sell it to you. Yeah. So probably they made millions from China, right? So these are variation to it. So variation like that. So many different types. I don't like to use this just because I don't encourage a student using this. It's just because everybody can buy the same pattern. So I always encourage a student, if you can hand draw, that would be great. I will help you to, you don't have it, huh? I can help you to do like a silkscreen that you can use it. But again, you can buy these commercially. The disadvantage is every party have a similar content, and you too as well. Okay, so now this lecture is how can we make this on our own without buying it. That's my main goal. Okay, so this is a rice paper, and that's an image that I want to burn. So therefore, I always ask students to bring in black and white image. So you can do it right here. So black and white image right in here. It has to be a Xerox. Then we will send through our machine and then burn the silkscreen like this and put it on top. So you can image actually has some, has some image right there. We can use it. Okay. So again, if you would like to do the silkscreen image, make sure that you have this ready so we can burn the image for you. Yeah. Okay. Number two, if you're gonna use the lettering, make sure that you have your words reversed, because then when you screen it, you're gonna have all your letter reversed. So you're gonna talk Pig Latin. Yeah, you can really read it. So again, for the letter, for the writing language, make sure you reverse. Okay, so exactly how can we do this? So first, what I would do is we're gonna find the paper. Okay, so first I will send this in. So, oh, by the way, we'll go back to a little bit right in here. So this one is directly printed on the paper. However, you also can buy commercially. This is what they look like. You can actually do a silkscreen, buy it like this. They already they already print the screen for you. And these one Amical. So you can buy these. Again, these are all the same image they sold multiply. So you can use that as well. So few ways that you can get. You can get directly coming out already, printed with the coloring in there. Or you can buy silkscreen itself, already pre-burned, and then you can put the color in there. But what I want to teach you is how to burn your own, then you can do silkscreen and skip that step. Yeah? Okay? So far so good? So these are the silkscreen image that people are actually using it. I'm going to put this on the side. Right. So we already kind of talked about this paper right here. So the concept of doing a silkscreen burning for our machine is high contrast. Means if you have a black and white line, it's perfect. If you have anything that has a gray tone, you're not gonna get very crisp drawing in there too as well. Yeah, but a lot of people using this because they want to do a non-functional. Remember, you did that little water slice things. If you don't want to use a functional, you don't have ability to fire your the pieces. Again, you can actually just put the Mod Podge and make it into sculpture, so you don't have to fire it. But again, if you're gonna burn something, make sure it's high contrast. Yeah, so this is good. Okay, so once we burn the image, they look pretty much like this. So again, we're gonna show you one right here. So this is the image the student has, and then you can, if you notice, they actually already burned. So you can see it right here, right? You wanna look at it? So that will be the silkscreen. Okay. Anybody else have a question so far? Now, where you use the silkscreen, you can do it. I'm gonna do it this way for you. So you're gonna take a piece of paper, and it's a rice paper. Okay, it's a rice paper. So basically, I'm gonna take this out. You wanna make sure your surface is clean. No? I forgot to put a piece of a white paper on it. Make sure the surface is clean. So this is a rice paper. Rice paper, yeah. So I'm gonna do that. So once we burn the silkscreen and they look like this, so I can see right here, we can have a little hole right there, so we're gonna screen on it. So I'm gonna make this, right? Using my own silkscreen. So I'm gonna do this. Notice these are all underglaze. Okay, all underglaze. Regular underglaze, if you use it, it's a little too liquidy. Therefore, you can actually put some silkscreen agents, which is probably CMC gum right there, kind of thicken it. But when you use them, you need to make sure that you stir well because they get lump, right? Another way to reduce your underglaze, make it into a thickness, is leaving your container open for weeks, right? Let them dry out naturally, yeah? So you can do that too as well. So I kind of opened this for a while already, so it's a little better, yeah? Okay. So what you want to use equivalent. That says if you fire the content, make sure that all your underglaze are content relevant, yeah? Our studio, we provide primary color, right? So those are all can be on the content firing. Okay. So now, a few ways that you can do a silkscreen. You can directly put your silkscreen onto a ceramic ware. You can print it and screen it, and that will look like this. Okay. You can also do it on the greenware too as well. Greenware too as well. Now, the downside of this is you can't really put it on the round surface because you can see right here it's hard to stay still, right? So maybe that's the time, this is the time that those kind of paper, these kind of paper will be more beneficial, and I'm going to show you how to use them, okay? So that means I'm going to make some of this, which is equivalent of this, right? Okay. I'm going to bring one out so you can see it. I bought this on the website, so you can do it right here, all right? So again, right here, if you kind of scrape it, these are all underglaze, they will come out, right? So be careful handle with it. So this is a rice paper. I also bought it at Amazon, okay? They look like these, okay? These will work. They call rice paper, like half raw and half cooked rice paper. You don't want to do the raw. So we're gonna take this and the paper right here. Most of the time, shiny side up, okay? So this is my silk screen that burned, that you guys already burned some already. So you want to have a shiny side up, and hopefully this will work well. So I'm going to take this right here. You will need to have a rubber scraper as well as the sponge to help you to do this, and gazillion popsicle, yeah? So I'm going to use a little bit blue in there. So I'm going to take a little bit right here. I can directly put it on my blade right here. You see? I'm gonna take this. Oh shoot, wrong side. Because unless I do this side. Okay. So I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna do it right here. I'm gonna do it right here. I'm gonna still screen it. Put it back in there. And this would look like that. So right? So you can make multiple. Before they dry. Before they dry, keep making it. I'm used to it. Oh, the other side. There you go. Okay. Things to be aware. The silk screen are very tiny hole. So if you screen it and didn't use it, and later it will plug up. See, begin to plug up. Make sure you prepare a back of a bowl of water. Wash them all the time. And then you can see right there, student just helped me wash it, and I can reuse it. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna put it right here. That's a bowl of water. All right. So you can make multiple. So let me see what else I have. I got the cow. I got the brain. Let's do the brain. Let's do the brain. Let's do the brain. Okay. It's very messy. Make sure. So this is the red. Again, you can see they kind of dry out already, right? And then make sure you don't want to, contaminate all these. So I'm going to do it right here, this side. Right here. Yeah. I'm going to screen it. See, I can squeeze in one more. Shiny side up. I move it. That's okay. Did I just screen in front of the national television? Okay, right here. Let's see. So I can make multiple. Yeah? All right. Anybody have questions so far? No? All right. So, to store this, put it in a shoebox. It won't let them dry. Just like you cut in a small one and you just duck them. Yeah? Okay. Now, do you know how to make this? No? Yes? Yeah. Yeah, like that. All right. Now, how do you apply? Right here. Okay. You can apply on the bisque or greenware. Okay? So, I can take one more brain, shiny side up. I can put it right here. so hard to do because the edge. How about I put it on the back? Who cares? All right, so you can see right here. I'm gonna put it on the back. I'm gonna use red. I'm gonna screen it. The only downside is that you have to hold on to it because they slide, right? And then notice when I make my silk screen, I make a circle because I know where the piece is in, right? Because it's hard to see. I'm gonna go this side.
Would it be a best practice to use masking tape?
Sure.
To
What a
get it.
fantastic idea. That's a lazy teacher.
Yeah.
I don't do that. But that is a fantastic idea. Masking tape. Fantastic. Okay? So that's how I do this. You can do it multiple. What about using this? These are the screen that I already did. So what I would do is, it's like, this is way too perfect. I'm looking for my scissors. Oh, here you go. Here you go. So I'm going to cut this. This I already made a while back. I'm going to cut this. What do you want? You want to cut? See right here? See, I have an image, not reversed, so I end up silk screening a different way. You see? Mm-hmm. All right. So what you can do is now you already know this is flat. It's easy. What about the round surface? So that's what you want to do right here. I'm going to take this. I don't need to do this, right? It's the same thing, right? You take this. But I'm going to show you how to do the round one. So that's my image. I'm going to put it right here. I knew it. Spray bottle. Is it behind there? Okay, good. So I'm going to spray bottle. Yeah. So I'm going to, you see right here, this is the content. So I'm going to put it on there, right? I'm going to spray it, watch. Once I start spraying, I'm going to use the sponge, press it down. Hopefully that works. So basically I've softened all of my underglaze and release back to the pot, right? Let's see right here. So again, sometimes patience. What you do, sometimes you can kind of peel back and see the release. Sometimes people like to spray it first. Oh, we'll try it again because I will see how good they release. So this one right here, I only wet it directly, right? I'm gonna do that. I'm not sorry you can see it. You good? Right? Okay. Let's try another one. Let's try another one that using okay. So I just did this. I feel like it didn't pick up a lot. Okay. So now maybe what I would do is I'm gonna spray this just a little bit. See will soften a little bit. Right? And then I'm gonna put it back on. Brain. One more brain. Okay. Except if you put it down, you can't change it. Right? So that's probably the downside. So I'm going to take this and pat it down. Now, other side I already have a moisture. So hopefully it release a little better. Yeah? So that's the way to do it. Right here. Right there. Patience, okay? So that's what they look like. Yep. Okay. Commercially bought, same idea.
Professor, do you think if we wet a little bit of the surface of the pot also, will it
I know.
No?
I think it needs some, but try it. Oh, okay, so you want them to stick. If it's too wet, they might not. But you know what? Try it. So this is the commercially bought, right? So after you put this, what do you need to use? Coat it over. I'm almost done.
To
Clear glaze, right? Clear glaze to release it. And this again, you can kind of look at it. Maybe think quiet, go back to match up. Not good enough. Right there. Okay? So you can do some of these as so now what happens if your image is really large and you really feel that this section is not very good to cover? It's gonna blow your mind off right now. I'm gonna clean up just a little bit. Okay, put this back in. I'm gonna introducing something called gel. These are, I don't own the stock, but this is a gel pad. Looks like that. Okay. Now the good thing about this is if it's a round surface. So let's see, I'm gonna take a little, I'm just gonna do this. So I open up like this. So these has a screen right there. Again, shiny side up, okay? So make sure that you write down on the paper, say shiny side up. Yes? I would suggest use a Sharpie directly after you print it, directly put it up. Okay, so I'm gonna take this. What color do I haven't tried it yet. How about? So I kind of screen through the gel, right? Okay, make sure to put it back to wash. Okay, I'm gonna clean this. Am I seeing it? I think kind of hard to see. Okay, anyway, you see that image is on top. Okay? Gonna take the round pot. I'm gonna roll it. I pick up the image like that. See? I'm gonna do it again because I really don't care. I'm gonna pick up whatever I have right there. Alright, back and forth. I'll make it a little like squiggling. So these are gel pad is help you to do this. So you can see right here. These are my lid handout. Make a complex, simple lid handout. So what I did is just like go back like that. Okay? Okay, so that's recap. Anytime you have your piece, make sure that you write shiny side up, right? So this says number 1, this is a piece. I want to make sure I circle this piece and then write up. So you know every time you screen, you cut it from here. You can cut them and then store it separately like I did right here. And every time you screen, you can screen like that. Number 1. Number 2, you need to have a your scraper. Make sure to keep your area clean. Okay? So I want to make sure it's a soft scrape. I think this is from Mud Tool. It's a little soft. So I don't think you need the soft. You know, you don't need. Again, I didn't buy this stuff. You don't need this. However, if this, it's easier to use. Okay? So recap. We can print it on the rice paper just like we have on the commercially, right? And then we also can directly print it on the gel that you can do it, or print it directly on the plates. So we got a few things right here. Again, main idea, try to create your own so you can have variations. I'm sure this pattern is come from China, probably sold like millions of them to all the potter across the world. So everybody has a similar one. So you just have to, how can you change a variation of this? Maybe you can print it on your clay and stretch them and change the different variation. Or you can have patching multiple like that. You know, just think the creativity of using it. Okay, did I miss anything? So here's some of example from before our visiting artists. These are using clay. These are not underglaze. This is directly on the clay, but using a silkscreen method. So you can use a silkscreen on the clay. He did the same thing with big pieces like that and put it on the raw clay. And also right here, you can see right here, right? Okay. I'm not taking questions.